What's going on, everybody? It is I, Bad Billy from Twin Falls, Idaho, host of Outlaw Radio and founder of the Bearded Patriots. Before I get started, check out my websites. There's the Outlaw Radio official website. That is www.outlawradioabs.com. That's right, Outlaw Radio Alpha Bravo Sierra.com. And of course, the Bearded Patriots official website. That is www.thebeardedpatriots.com. That's right, thebeardedpatriots.com. And it's been a while since I recorded one of these videos, but oh God, Crazy Joe, Little JoJo, as I normally refer to him, just can't stop talking about me. So this latest video, though, he said some things that really caught my attention. So lately with his videos, he's not showing his face, which who really gives a fuck about that? So you'll hear the audio. So we should definitely get started here and analyze this. The video is a total of 6 minutes, 40 seconds. But I'll be pausing to make some comments as we go along. So let's get started.
So while my video is being uploaded to my library, and like I said, the gig is up on the fake phony Jerry Robinson, both the
by the way, it's pronounced library. But then again, your lack of intellect and education really shows right there. Let's go on. You were talking about Jerry Robinson.
picture and the voice done by somebody that knows graphic art and everything. I just want to say one thing. First of all, I want everyone on my channel to go fuck themselves and to kiss my ass.
So yeah, this is what you're telling all 108 of your subscribers to go fuck themselves and kiss your ass because you're not sure who they are. I am willing to bet that more than half of them are I'm not even subscribed. But I bet you there are other people that just listen just to laugh at him and see what the next stupid thing he's going to say is, or it's might be some of the onions just so they can laugh at him. Who knows? Who knows who it is out there? I mean, because if anybody really supports this racist pile of shit, there probably is a clan boy or someone out there that really would support him. But let's continue.
You're all a bunch of fake, phony liars. I know that if I had a regular YouTube channel without the Matt Connington show, and Matt Connington, of course, is that jerk off douchebag asswipe from IPM Nation and the WMNH, which is a public access channel of 50 watts. I've had my dealings with him for the last couple of years.
So what do you mean by public access, JoJo? I mean, AM, FM radio, that is public access. As far as the watts go, who really gives a shit? It's got a decent range to it, and he's got a decent listener base, or else he wouldn't still be on the air. So obviously, the sponsors are coming in, the ratings are coming in, and he does just fine. He's definitely doing a hell of a lot better than you are, and jealousy just really shows. By the way you're talking, by the way you're acting, dude. I mean, because you're always talking him down, talking about how much better you are, how much more talent you have when you have. Oh my God. I'm sorry. When I hear you speak, when I see the shit you do, I see somebody who is lacking talent for sure, just like you're lacking intelligence, as you always do. So,
I try to be nice to the guy, but the guy wants no part of it. He wants to keep up some kind of rivalry between me and him.
So he wants to keep up some kind of rivalry. I mean, well, for one, the horrible things you always say about Jenny, his significant other, the things, the hateful anti-Semitic bullshit always spewing out of your pie hole there. I mean, so what do you expect? You have no respect. I mean, pretty much for anybody, let alone women. I mean, and that's evident in the one video that you posted earlier where we can hear you speaking to whoever it is you're with, and you're not showing any fucking respect. And I bet she's getting tired of hearing you bitch and complain about people like me. About Jerry Robinson's been your number one target as of recently, but you know, I don't I don't expect her to stick around long. I'll be surprised if she does, but let's go.
He's no competition. His show sucks. He's got nothing but new millennials on there, Generation Z. They all have no talent and they all suck. And number two, he's on the left and he's a leftist, liberal, communist, Marxist douchebag. That's my opinion, of course. Nobody else's opinion, my opinion. And the thing is that this has been going on for the last 4 years now because I'm on the right. I'm not on the left. And this is all politically motivated. And this is why Matt Connaughton and his little band of fucking scumbag boyfriends are doing the most disgusting things that are so juvenile. See, I've never attacked anyone except verbally. I never did a fake voice. I never did a fake this or threatened anybody, really, like Billy Painter did with me. That's why we had to call the FBI on him, because he threatened us with a gun holster. And then he mentioned our name. That's an indirect threat.
All right. So first off, you have to understand, regardless of what you say about me or what you're trying to convince other people that I'm a leftist or whatever. No, I'm very conservative. And you've even been told by your own friends, especially I think Big Kev even thought I was among the QAnons. But he knows I'm a conservative. What's his name? That was on Facebook there. I think his name was Brian. I can't remember. He knows my views are on the right. You know, I voted for Trump. I still support Trump. You know, even though there's other people that I know of that have kind of tilted away from him, but you know, when it comes to January 6th, the election and all that, I mean, I stick to my guns that, you know, of what I believe. That, you know, January 6th was more or less of an inside job and not nearly as serious as 9/11. And I do think there's suspicions about the 2020 election, and I think Trump was robbed. And, you know, I know Matt thinks very differently than I do about that. And that's fine. But you know, he's not going to change his opinion. I'm not going to change my opinion. So, I mean, we just agree to disagree there and just let it go, because one thing, Matt, is his views may be more to the left, but he is definitely not a communist. Newsflash, little Jojo. There are people whose views lean to the left, but still are all about free market capitalism, which has liberated more people in history than one possibly knows. So, you know, and Matt has even said on his show that he's much more into capitalism. He doesn't want to. You Jojo, you need to understand what communism really is. I mean, I don't think you have a clue of what the real deal on communism is, but it's basically what I can tell you is letting the government run your life in its entirety and total government, whereas those of us who are capitalists believe in small government. Communists believe in all government, not just big government, but all government. So I mean, and there's even more to get into than that. So you're fucking clueless, and the FBI. I got one phone call from an FBI agent, and the conversation lasted less than 5 minutes. You know, I wasn't nervous at all. You want to know why? Because I know that I didn't break any laws. I did not break any laws. Showing a gun on a YouTube video, there's no law against that, dear Jojo. And quite frankly, you know, the way you talk about me is, if I truly were the way you talk about me, I would not be able to obtain a concealed carry permit, which I do have. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And it's valid in most states, where unfortunately 3 states or 4 states that I can name that I cannot carry are California, Illinois, New York, and New Jersey. Well, I can't carry in those states legally. So anyway, you're clueless, dude. You're clueless to the whole situation with the FBI. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I have nothing to worry about. And you can call the FBI again, because all they did was just brush you off like the stupid buffoon that you are there, Jojo. Let's continue.
And I made Billy suffer.
No,
And
you
he
didn't.
was nervous. You know, don't, you know, all that macho shit he talked, believe me, this guy was shaking his fucking boots. Anybody would.
Keep believing your delusions, idiot.
To have the FBI interview. And you know something? If you guys want to play hardcore, let's play fucking hardcore. I'll bring you all fucking down.
Will you? Will you? You'll bring us all down. I highly doubt it, Jojo. You don't have the ability to go there. You're bluffing. You're trying. I don't know. I think it's getting to the point where you don't even know whether you're lying or you're just believing your own bullshit.
Including Matt Covington. I'll bring him fucking down. I don't care. Okay? Because if he's an FM station, and which he is, he should just stick to his fucking FM station and stop fucking with me. And stop getting all these fucking people after me.
So let's get this right there, Jojo. You're blaming Matt Connerton because you can't even say it right. You're blaming him for me. You're blaming Matt Connerton for Eric Pilcher. You know, the one who you always think about having his dick in your mouth. But, you know, I mean, we know that's your fantasy and that's your business. That's fine. I'm sure that's got to make Eric feel rather uncomfortable. But it's Matt Connerton's fault for Dirk. It's Matt Connerton's fault for Rob and Slim, or anybody else who comes after you, Jerry Robinson. People act on their own accord. Nobody pulls strings, you idiot. You are fucking stupid, dude.
Because he's a leftist pig communist. Now I know, I don't know if I did bring an issue about this, if you know law enforcement would do something about it, because right now you got the FBI that, you know, and there's some great agents that work there. I know that for a fact, but they've never, you know, I mean, they're on the side of Biden and everything like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea. But if I lose my temper, I'll make fucking phone calls that Matt Connington show will not fucking believe. And there's a little band of whores, of prostitutes. And I hate to say this, but you know, it's true. I don't trust anybody on my page. This is why I'm going to be successful, because I don't trust anybody on my page, and I don't need to trust anybody on my page because you're all full of shit. You're all liars. You're all scumbags. You try to mock me, make fun of me. Why? Because I'm a Trump supporter? Or
Okay, don't even go there, stupid. I mean, they mock you because you're an idiot, not because of what your political ideology is. But are you too stupid to understand that? Has nothing to do with you being a Trump supporter. Because I'm a Trump supporter and I've already said it. I mock you because you're a fucking idiot.
because I'm today's shock jock rated R comedy star, and you're a bunch of fucking leftist liberal scumbag Generation Z motherfuckers. That's
So everybody that disagrees with you, see, you're playing the same game from the left, especially a bunch of like dickheads from Antifa who say you don't agree with us, you must be a racist, a fascist, a Nazi, and all that. If people don't agree with you, they're leftist, liberal, douchebag, cocksuckers, whatever. Is that it? You fucking moron. You're playing the same game. You're basically the right wing version of those that I can't stand on the left.
what you are. And I had a friend of mine today to tell me, oh, ignore them. Ignore them. No, I'm not going to ignore anyone, because I'm on a mission to destroy, verbally, of course, because I could do that, because I'm talented, these leftist liberal scumbag loser cocksuckers. And I have a list of enemies, and I'm going to be so fucking popular. And it's not that I'm looking for trouble, but trouble is already here in the horizon. We got the feminists, we got the gays, we got this, we got that, we got crooked politicians, we got this, we got that. And you know what? Continue to be a bunch of douchebags. I don't care. I think you act like children. You can't have a decent. I tried to have a decent dialect.
Who acts like a child? I'll admit a lot of the shit that I do is definitely immature, but Joe, you take it to another level. How about the phone call I got from you where you're pushing a little thing that says, fuck you, eat shit, And then, of course, you went into your racial slurs, calling me what, in lover and things like that. And you say, I'm immature. You say that Jerry Robinson's immature. You say Eric's immature. You say Matt's immature. Are you exactly acting like an adult here? Especially after the way you harass people over the phone? Let's see. There's about a minute and a half left here, so let's continue listening.
With Matt Connaughton, and he was a coward, and all he did was laugh like a hyena, because he knows his punk ass can't compete with Crazy Joe. I'm 10 times older than him.
Okay. Whoa, I kind of went back a bit too far. You said you're 10 times older than him? I do believe Matt's in his early 50s, and what, you're in your mid 60s. So he's the next. Of course, you don't understand the generations, of course. There's so let's not go any back further than your generation. There's the baby boomers from the 40s to the mid 60s. There's Generation X, in which I was born. That's the next generation over up until the early 80s. Then there's the millennials from the early 80s to the mid 90s. Then after the mid 90s, that's where Generation Z is. So, but if you were like 10 times older, you'd be over 200 years old. You idiot. Dumb fucking idiot. So anyway, I think it was right about here where I was at. So
Matt Connaughton, and he was a coward, and all he did was laugh like a hyena, because he knows his punk ass can't compete with Crazy Joe. I'm 10 times older than him. And I grew up in a real New York City. And I fucking survived in New York City doing one of the most dangerous jobs in the world.
My bullshit detector really goes off on that. Dude, nobody gives a fuck that you're from New York. And you say, we don't, those of us who live, which by the way, I live in the West, not the Midwest. But those of us who live outside of New York don't understand New York life. I do understand city life, dude. I've lived in big cities as well as small towns. I've lived in Memphis, Tennessee. I've lived in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have lived in Portland, Oregon. And then, of course, there's Reading, Pennsylvania, which some people have never heard of, but it's considered to be one of the most dangerous cities in the state of Pennsylvania, just not too far behind Philly and Pittsburgh. But I've adapted to both, and I fucking hate New York. I've been to Manhattan, and I don't ever care to go there again. It's just way too overpopulated and an expensive shithole. But being from New York doesn't give you any kind of superpowers or anything. You're not like Superman from Krypton. No, it doesn't work that way. Being from New York doesn't make you special at all. It's time you got a grip on that. Being from New York doesn't make you God or better than anybody else. Nobody gives a fuck where you're from.
That makes me superior over punks like Matt Collington and douchebags like Dirk Dickwad and asswipes like Billy Faggot Painter, and the list goes on. And of course, Eric Pincher. But like I said the other day, and I'm not sucking up to Eric Pincher or even trying to be his friend, but he's never imitated me. I've never heard anything out of Eric Pincher that he imitates me. You know? He seems like a straight shooter, but I still don't like the guy, and I never will. So I'm not really mad. I'm just warning you motherfuckers that if you make me mad, if you provoke me, if you keep with your stupid shit, which is under the law of harassment and stalking, I might make a big deal of this, and I will give you something you won't fucking forget. Keep up your bullshit and see what happens.
All right, Jojo, there we go. That's the end of the video. And I'm calling your bluff. You want to call this video that I'm doing harassment or whatever, you go right ahead. Let's see how far you get. What are you going to do? You going to call the FBI on me again? For what? You got nothing, Joe. You got nothing, and you are nothing. You dumb fucking idiot. All right. That's all I've got for now. Once again, if you want to check out what I'm doing lately, it's all on my websites, outlawradioabs.com and thebeardedpatriots.com. I am Bad Billy, and I am fucking out of here. Hey, Joe, go eat shit, you fucking dumbass.